Our spotlight story is a live interview with arguably the greatest Billiken of them all, Anthony Bonner. Good to be with you, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Frank. How are you?
Very good. Lots to talk about. First of all, how you're spending your life. You have a ministry and you often go into prisons. Tell me why that's a passion for you.
Well, it's a passion for me. There's a quote by Frederick Douglass that says that it is easier to raise strong children than to repair broken men. But you and I know the Bible and the gospel of Jesus Christ tells us with God, nothing is impossible. So sharing the gospel with broken men lets them know that there is hope and that there's nothing beyond God's love and grace that he can't fix.
Another passion for you is your son, Brock Bonner, who's 6'7", 15 years old, has an outstanding future. We have some video of him. How do you evaluate him at this point in time of his young career?
Brock, the sky's the limit. You know, he's coachable, which is very important at 15 years old. He's very athletic. He's left-handed. He plays all 5 positions for us at North Cobb Christian. And I know that his best years are definitely ahead of him.
He's probably, at this age, more skilled than you were at that age. But you have 1,900 points and 1,400 rebounds. How did you do it? Was it heart and guts?
It was heart and gut, and I just grew into my gift. You know, to have an opportunity to play college basketball, as you know, is a blessing. And it was not something I went to bed at night dreaming about or thought could ever happen. But when it happened, I embraced every challenge that went with it.
Don't go away yet. Bonner.
Boy, Coach Brower made sure, as we're looking at this video, you got the ball in spaces where you could really cause some damage.
He did, and you know that's what makes him so great. I mean, Coach Brower utilized your strengths and make sure that he didn't put you in positions where your weaknesses could cause you to lose games or look bad.
Talk about your NBA career. An incredible era because you played for Pat Riley, you played against Michael Jordan, and you played with Shaq. Great story about you and Michael Jordan. You're going to play him the next day, and you're with him the night before.
Yeah, well, when we flew to Chicago, our plane was late. It was Charles Oakley and I, and Charles and Michael were great friends from their days as teammates in Chicago. When we got there, he and Oakley greeted each other. And then he turned around and he looked at me. He said, "What's up, AB? What are you doing here?" And I go, "What do you mean, what am I doing here? We're about to hang out." And he goes, "You know, Coach Riley's going to put John Starks on me. I'm going to kill him. He's going to put Mason on me. I'm going to kill him. Then he's going to put you on me, and I'm going to kill you. You need some rest."
And we're looking at Michael Jordan hitting a jump shot over you right there. You're starting a franchise. Everybody is healthy in age 22. Michael or LeBron, and why?
Well, for me personally, I love LeBron James's game. I really do, and he's done amazing things, and he arguably will go down as the greatest player ever. He will, statistically, and just his impact. But I'm biased. I played against Michael Jordan. I've seen the fire in his eyes. I was part of the double nickel game. I know how he can torch you. I know how his presence intimidated people, where people didn't even go to sleep at night.
Oh, you were on the floor when he had the 55 at the Garden?
Yes. Yes.
What was that like?
Well, what was incredible about it was Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus was in the building that day, so they had to get it out because it was an afternoon game. And one thing Pat Riley said is, "This guy has just come back out of retirement. Do not let him embarrass us on TV." And he did.
So you spent some time with new SLU coach Josh Schertz. Want to get an impression?
You know what? I think he's an amazing guy. I know he's going to do a great job. I've seen him interacting with his players. He seems like he's a player's coach. His record speaks for itself with X's and O's, and I just think that he's the right man to take this program in the new direction that it's about to go.
All right, I know people of our generation want to say, hey, it's Bird, Magic, and Michael the best, but now we're seeing 7-footers like Jokic hit threes and get double-digit assists. We're seeing a guy like Luka who's 6'7", 230 handling the ball. Are players better now?
They are. They're way more skilled. There's no doubt about that. Even everybody of my generation will say that. But I think it's unfair to say that just because Jokic and Anthony Davis and these guys, Karl Anthony Towns, can do the things that they do, that they wouldn't have problems with Rick Smits, Depot, Patrick Ewing, Elijah Wan. You know, players adjust and adapt to the generations that they're in, and they're going to play to their strengths. So,
yeah. What about you in the portal? Let's just say you just finished your junior season at SLU and you go 20-10-5, and everybody wants you. Would you leave?
I think you have to entertain it if you're going back to 1988.
Yeah.
I mean, we were over there today. The guys that have a chef, they're eating pasta. They're in a custom-made cafeteria. We had the co-op, Frank. We had ramen noodles. when the cafeteria closed, you weren't eating, and if you didn't have money, you were just hungry to the next day. So I think I'm jumping in the portal.
So you had this wonderful career. If you had to do it all over again, what would you do differently?
I don't think I could have did much differently. I think, having started playing when I was a junior in high school, going on to college, I worked extremely hard. I gave the game everything I had. Do I wish I was a better shooter or maybe had won an NCAA championship or even gone to the tournament or won an NBA championship? Probably, but I think that God blessed me to have the career that I had for 16 years.
15 seconds left. Can we get Brock to SLU in about 3 years?
It's possible. It is definitely possible. It's very attractive, and I know they're going to do some great things.
Awesome. Great to see you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
You're looking sharp as usual, too,
Thank you,
my
buddy.
man.
That is the great Anthony Bonner. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.